I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars. Nothing magic or impure therein. They are nothing but measuring instruments. And that, it looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather? These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side. These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them, but I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical, for as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science, and I have definitely found nothing related to the Malachor nor a This Domitius has let... Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is. Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is. Radiant. Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Halt! These buildings are the property of...
Protect me in this battle! Construessa rifne spiri!
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal.
What is this about?
Well,
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the nation. They would also be implicated, therefore.
That is an extreme...
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no... But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile... The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. If I had not intervened, these men...
Is this true, Demetrius?
some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain... Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw... There were neither idols, nor objects of any ritual, nor even... And absolutely nothing that could be attributed. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively they were signed by you, Father, and included a contract to attack every Naut building and imprison...
Demetrius, how could you?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be...
Have you gone complete? I want them arrested. Him, I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Without you, this city... Carry my best wishes to your cousin.
I will tell him, Your Eminence.
Let's get rid of these money. Come and my saber!
Be careful! Your armor is falling apart! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Good evening.
Who are you?
Ssd.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases that...
You seem to be very well informed. What do you know about a woman?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble.
Come on. It was just an innocent little conversation.
Bye. And...
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potential...
It's already a huge scandal. I will find a way of putting...
I have faith in you.
protect me in this battle.
Come here, beauties.
Take a potion. May the shadow engulf
Come
our
here,
enemies.
my beauties.
Ssd, could you accompany me to see Lady Morange?
All right, Vasco.
Good day, my lady. Happy to...
We would like to have some information.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I...
Are there any members of this family?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in use. Last I heard about it, he was doing business. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this. But I seem to recall that since then, the son has found a competent associate.
Perfect.
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the well. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Do not worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in... We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about...
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is...
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better...
Well, thank you for your help.
Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady.
Come closer, good people. The cure and wine.
can I help you?
Are you Madam?
We would like to meet with your associate.
Bastian? I don't know where...
You don't have the slightest idea where...
I am not his care...
You don't seem to hold him.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's
We must find him.
Do not insult my intelligence. I know that the Darcys only have one...
You can see the Naught tattoos on his face, can't you? An emergent like you must surely know about...
I can see the Naught, but a Darcy? And with all this blue on his face, he doesn't really...
I've got a hunch that your associate... What would you say if...
I see that he was supposed to go to Hickman to deal with one of our... And given his tendency to get himself into impossible...
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the...
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for it with Bastian.
Thank you, Madam.
Ssd, what can I...
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were... The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be... The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of...
The secrets. They often cut, but we discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Hdd was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I'm...
Come closer! Come closer! All my wares are in the back garden.
If you come to do business, you should go upstairs. I am but a poor underling.
Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Farad?
It is I. What can I do for you?
We're searching for Mr. Darcy. He was...
Yes. Yes, he did come. To be honest, our exchange... And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that...
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promise...
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with...
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to...
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. And why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and I do not have the slightest idea of where he might be.
I suspect that you are not telling us everything.
Oh, come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work...
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs.
Why'd you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments, and now my boss makes me work twice as much with ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour...
What do you do here exactly?
I create and prepare complex potions, not simple...
And if I'm not mistaken, things are not going the way...
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped, I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else.
How can a brilliant, conscientious... I am certain that any great laboratory in town... So why continue protecting...
Oh, you're right. Anyway, my boss did not only curse the name of the man, he also hired some thugs to find him.
Interesting. I think we may need...
If you could also tell him that I am resigning, then I won't need...
You again. I already...
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to...
What do you mean?
Does this document... You hired some debt collectors...
How dare you...
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you...
I doubt the governor would approve.
No. But please, understand me. What other solution was there? My shop...
Tell us who these debt collectors are, and we'll...
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from...
That's what I feared. Probably a bunch of...
If he survives, remind him of...
Poison on my blade.
Here comes our day, boys!
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient... At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of
Have mercy! Have mercy! I will re... Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked.
Maybe he's friends.
Maybe. In any case...
You think I'm afraid? I thought...
Vasco, let me try to... How much money are we talking about? You're
Between what he owes our client and our commission. But if you want to pay...
I don't think you realize who you're dealing with. So, my name is Ssd. I'm the If you do not deliver him to me...
And you'll end up rotting in...
What a bunch of junk.
Yeah.
Bit of poison in my flavor! Then let's go! Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me. Don't mention it.
But how did you end up?
Oh, I'm certain someone like you... There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost, and since I got out with a few other debts, but that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without I never would have thought that someone would send these. In any case, I'm extremely grateful.
My name is Captain Vasco. Naught and sea given. It was a pleasure, sir. Ssd, can I do anything?
I must leave you.
fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient concoctions.
Have mercy! Have mercy! I will re... Hey, you! Leave this man!
What do you want?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You think I'm...
Vasco, how much money?
Between what? But if you...
Here, take this and leave.
Thank you, my lady.
Come on, we'll leave you.
I hope I never cross paths with you again.
Thank you for your intervention.
Don't mention it.
But how did you end up in such a...
Oh, I'm certain someone like you who... There is a game, and since I... But that's a mere... I never would have... In any case...
My name... Thank you, Ssd.
My pleasure. But why didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastion, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be.
I'm glad to hear it.
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best...
poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Ah, you are from the...
Indeed. To whom do I have the...
Sister Ephesia, envoy of... The Mother Cardinal has tasked me...
She also sent me here to be...
What excellent news. How might I help?
How has your mission fared?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. Their behavior can be quite odd, but as soon as I come close, they chase me away. There is a heavy veil of evil here. Perhaps you should talk to them. Anything else?
Have you been here for a long...
Since the beginning, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I
see.
Anything else?
That will be all.
poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells. If you want to cast more spells. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
An astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony...
Thank you. De Ssd.
And I am Father Justinius.
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablet. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister. She supervises the theologians who discovered. You should find her a bit further in the village.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Ved. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocent. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened...
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. Father.
I'm glad to...
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vigsanagad, which translates to the village of the... We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably... And everything here fit the description of St. Lucia. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate... If he came here and managed to convert the natives by living side by side with them, it is...
How well do you get along with the natives who...
Very well, of course. Especially...
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it... Some of their legends must have been about St. Matthias. That helped.
And how well have neighboring...
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. There are still frequent conflicts with the... But the other villages, the more peaceful ones.
There are no unalmanac.
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. But, in the meantime, nobody thought we could live side by side.
I must leave you.
May the enlightened...
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Hello. The Mother Card... Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
I talked to Father Justinius.
Indeed. It is under my supervision.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are... Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heresy... Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to... But first, we wanted to examine them in order to... You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But...
I imagine that some...
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. If I remember correctly, it was...
Well,
I am the one who should be...
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village has been developed... Are you one of the theologians who helped...
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out, and there were even more protests once we started. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stone.
Were there any
Yes. The warriors of the village, the Inquisition managed to make them run away, but we stood our ground. And when
Thank you. Thank you. I will... Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablet?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. And perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a...
Greetings. Ssd.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would...
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge.
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that?
No, nothing in particular.
Someone had to enter the shack.
I have no idea.
Do you suspect...
Not really. What I can tell...
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell...
Of course. But our motive, all that matters to us, is their value as proof.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seemed... And the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they... Some inhabitants of the village are still...
Well, thank you.
As you wish. There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the...
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions to keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tension.
I was not expecting a Have you been in Eden?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there was... I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new tech. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission... We must bring the light to this.
You talked about a mission with the natives.
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light...
You have a very unique way of seeing. How are your relations with...
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about... But they were very reluctant to give us any... Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants the warriors, and the marked. And it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. There's only one entrance, and the...
Brother Virgil can't have cared less about these relics. He must have... Then, someone must have just stolen...
It's very likely that that's what happened. But it can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during...
So, we have to find their accomplice.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by them. They must still have allies in the village. He will certainly know who's close to the exiles, and...
Hello. I am...
Hello. Ssd.
There are Onol Menawi among the Logead Blau. What do you want from me?
I have heard a lot of things about this...
I'm not sure I have.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that they were asking questions. One morning, they were building houses next.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that—
As long as we refused to listen to them. So, we let them talk. And now that some of the things they say are beautiful and their magic is impressive. But
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they called. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything. But since they violently interrogated everyone...
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of... So, the priests called the soul Lasser. The boy asked for peace, and the others left us.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. And the Vorstyrent.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. But men, perhaps wiser than they.
I think I know who—
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance. They must have taken the tablets.
You may be right.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have.
I do not think they will hurt us. They want peace.
I understand why you are no longer the chief. If you do not even know what the inhabitants of your village are doing.
You're right. I was indeed a bad chief.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell— The Inquisitors will make you confess the name.
You wouldn't do that. The Sol Lasser would burn the entire—
He's not really leaving me a choice. Right.
Wait! I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests.
If she's helping the priests.
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her.
I have no intention of hurting her. But I have to go. I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. Greetings.
Bertia Tumad. Yes.
What can you tell me about—
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. But I think the mind shake. He almost speaks like them.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of—
No. This is—
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had—
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give the priests their tablets back. So if you do not want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best—
Bran and the rest of the exiles, if you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the part on the left. It is riddled with— And please—
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Wait! What are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight you, but I must retreat.
What? How do you know we have them? We will not give them back! We lost...
Perhaps I could do something for you.
You are
I am also an honor.
We want to join the Sengeden, but she only accepts... Give us a family and a home, and we...
Very well. I hope that we manage to convince Deirdre.
Especially considering she isn't exactly known for a friendship towards strangers.
So?
I haven't had the time to take care of... Good day. Are you...
I
would like to ask you a few...
The people of your island are constantly asked questions, have no...
But...
It is your case. You believe you know the answer you're on...
That is not what...
Qua awelemseg.
Tirtumad, on Olmenau. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the...
Indeed.
Then I thank you. What do you seek?
I come on behalf of the
Some already have done. The others should just do like...
But not all of them...
We're about to go to war. Those who do not know how to fight have...
Siora?
Why do you refuse to welcome the exiles? They want to fight the Renaigse, just like you.
Why do you not welcome them amongst the Gaius Rad, if you have so much...
It is your clan they want to join, not mine.
Make them change their mind. Or...
I implore you to reconsider, Deirdre. Though they may not all be fighters...
Very well. You can tell the exiles anything more.
Can you tell me something about your belief?
We believe that we are part of an everything. And that life depends. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect. And that which surrounds us feeds and protects us.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Ah, I have heard this question before. The rituals are the business of the Donegada. Anything more?
Concerning this story...
Enough! Enough questions. I have nothing more to say.
I'm glad I managed to convince her. Now we'll be able to retrieve the tablets, and the exiles will have a clan once more.
Leave me be! Even your...
Can't you leave us alone?
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
You have a strange stare, Alex. Leave me alone.
Good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few
questions? Let us play a game. If you answer my...
If it is the only way to get...
I am pleased. We will have fun. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gakane.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here.
The Moine Shakers came here to our home and tried to convince us to abandon our ways. I suppose that they were full of disappointment or angry. The woman is truly strange. She is aggressive. Let's try something. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
I am not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Donegad. Your turn.
This is a delicate question. But would you know anything about a demon?
A demon? I think that is what the bright and shiny mind shakers call this. There are spirits everywhere. In you and in us, there is not only one. It was fun. More than with a woman who makes light.
Leave me be! Even your...
Can't you leave us alone?
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the stranger.
Do you want something? Enough questions.
You have a strange stare, Alex. Leave me alone.
So?
She accepted...
I did not think that...
Thank you.
Ad Loreda.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Yes, everything is fine. He has joined the same...
Really? What about the others?
I managed to convince her to accept all of...
I thank you for helping them.